Hi, my name is Lauren O'Connell, and my videos help you to enhance and nurture both your inner and outer beauty. And today I have an incredible beauty sitting next to me. This is the very famous Caroline Labouchere. Did I say that right?
Labouchere.
Labouchere.
Labouchere like chair.
Oh, Labouchere like chair. I feel so fancy. You may notice Caroline, she has been in Vogue magazine. She's all over social media working with the most amazing luxury brands. And she is a well-known gray model. So we are going to chat with her today and find out about all things Caroline with the mind, body, and soul. So thank you, Caroline, for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I've known you for a couple of years now.
Yeah. We've always seen each other.
Cross.
Yeah, so I have to say, I was really touched when I reached out and you said, sure, I'll come.
Absolutely.
I thought, yes.
Absolutely.
So your story is very inspiring to me because Caroline was not always a model. She might look right now next to me like this incredibly beautiful, glamorous woman, which she is, but you only recently got into modeling, right?
Yes, that's true. I was foremost a wife, mother, and very happy with that. Military wife, army
Military wife.
And very happy with my lot. But not really existing for me, which I think many women at some stage realize that they're not themselves. And it took 53 years actually to realize that there's more to life, and at some stage when your children have gone, when you are settled, we are not yet settled in our own home, but at some stage you come back to basics and suddenly think, well, what am I, what do I do? And there was a time when I felt very invisible, and that is when you make the choice.
That's, you know what, I actually have been going through that myself over the past few years, which has really put me on this trajectory that I'm on now. And it's just that point of, who am I? Everything I'm doing is serving other people, and I'm not serving myself.
Yes.
So was there a particular moment that made you realize that, or was it sort of a gradual feeling?
I think it was being grey, definitely. Because it is very easier to be invisible when you're grey.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, when you're in a country like Dubai, you do stand out as a grey-haired person, because there are very few of us here. But I was in Carrefour in Mall of the Emirates, and I remember walking in and people bumping into me, and I was just thinking, I'm feeling old, I'm feeling grey, well, I am grey. Is this it?
Yeah.
Type of thing. And that just sort of planted a seed.
Okay.
Nothing really came of that until this opportunity to model at the age of 53 came up in London. And I honestly don't think I would have said yes or been ready for it at any other point in my life. It was like the stars aligned.
Yep.
So this opportunity came up. I said yes. I flew to London, went for this casting and got the job, and the rest is history. But it was the beginning of growing and realizing who I was.
Yeah.
And I had never known that before.
So you started to just really find yourself. Oh my gosh. I think so many of us can relate to that. I mean,
and it's wanting more from life.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is everything there on a plate for you.
Yeah.
If you go out and manifest it, really.
Yes. Oh, I know all about manifesting. Yes, yeah. I agree. And it's a shift in your mindset, right?
Totally.
Because you're still the same person, but now you're sort of stepping into your power.
Yes.
Is that how you felt?
Absolutely. And there is a tremendous power.
Yes.
Once you find it.
Yes.
And it is intimidating. It's, should I do this? No, I can't. Like being invited to China. That
Tell us about that.
Freaky. That getting an email, come to China to enter this beauty pageant. Hello. I'm now 54, and I'm thinking, A, beauty pageant, B, China.
Yeah.
And my husband's saying, you can't do that. You're not flying to China with a bunch of people you don't know. It's not going to happen. So we had this Zoom meeting, and I googled some other of the entrants, a couple in Paris, and they said, well, we're going. Our agency, I didn't have an agency at that time, but our agency's organizing it for us. And I thought, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So literally within a week, I've got my visa. I'm on a plane to China, picked up at some ungodly hour by 3 random people, driven down these lanes thinking, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Really, really bizarre. And I won. And I have this huge crown.
I love that photo. We'll have to get it and insert it in this video.
I never would. No, you'd just say no.
Yeah.
And then move on, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So open some chocolate and watch Netflix.
Yeah, and it makes you think back on other missed opportunities. But at the same time, did you just find yourself there thinking, what am I doing? But at the same time, it felt right, or it felt like it should
totally
be happening.
Felt right.
Yeah.
Everything, not everything, but the majority of things that come my way now are for a reason. Whether they are good or they're bad. I mean, that's life, isn't it? Good or bad, you learn things from them.
Yeah, everything's a lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if something doesn't work out, you just have to move on and believe that it happened for a reason and something else will come up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So fake it until you make it.
I think too, with you starting this at age 53, you know, the lesson in that, maybe perhaps it happened so you would inspire other women who are approaching those 50s that it's not the end. And for you, 53 became the beginning.
Yes. And also, 53 is the middle of your life.
Exactly.
It isn't the end.
Exactly.
It isn't the golden years, which people like to say. And I would like to say the golden. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just the sunlight. It's fine. Keep going.
It's moving around fast, isn't it? The golden years are when you've been married for 50 years. Therefore, being 53 doesn't mean I'm golden. So never call me golden. It drives me insane.
Oh, I would have never even thought of that.
Yes.
Well, you know, I remember as a kid, and maybe you felt this way too, when I would see my mom and her friends, back then 40 and 50 is so different than what it is now. You know, and we have grown so much as women, we have so much more available to us, and we have a different mindset now.
We do.
It's not the end, it's truly, I mean, I feel like my life is just starting, and I'm going to be 40 soon.
Yes.
So I totally understand where you're coming from.
And was your mum on HRT?
What's HRT?
Hormone replacement therapy for menopause.
Oh, I'm sure she was.
My mother
she was
on
definitely
everything. Not, and I don't know that if she knew about it, we certainly didn't know she was going through menopause.
Okay.
So, because nobody discussed it.
Ah, okay.
And so she is suffering now because of that. So
yes. Yep.
She has osteoporosis.
Okay, so my mom did do that.
Normal.
I remember. Yeah.
But yeah,
I know what you mean.
At least 10 years.
Yeah, and then also my mom was very, my mom's a nurse with her background, so she was very in tune with that kind of stuff. But at the same time, there was this mentality of, oh, you're over the hill, you might as well just let it all go.
Yes.
And I don't feel like that happens anymore.
It doesn't matter if you put on weight.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's part of it.
You're waiting to be a grandmother. That is the option, isn't it? Sit and wait to be a grandmother, and then take the role of a grandmother.
And then you came in, and instead of doing that right turn, you took a left turn and became a beauty queen and fashion model in Vogue.
Like to say, actually, rather than taking a left-hand turn, I entered a roundabout.
Oh, I like that.
What do you call it?
Very smart. We call it a circle, or in Massachusetts, they always call it a rotary.
A rotary.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that one before. But I like to say that I joined a roundabout.
I like
because
that.
I don't actually know. I still don't know which exit I'm taking. So
I think your exit is just vertical. You're just going up, 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 up.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. But what other way is there?
Exactly.
You have to believe you're going to move on.
Yeah, definitely.
And
absolutely.
Keep moving forward. Forget what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And if it was a shitty day, whatever, just keep moving forward.
Be in the present. Embrace it.
Yeah.
So then looking back on when you were turning 40, around that time, if you now could talk to you then, what would you say?
50s are better than 40s.
Is it?
Absolutely. I cried on my 40th birthday.
Did you?
Did not want to be 40 at all. I guess the kids would still have been at home. So I was still I was somebody else in my 40s. I think you find yourself at different ages.
Yeah.
The earlier, I'm not going to even say the better, because it doesn't really matter what age you are in finding yourself. And I don't mean that in a sort of a green sort of hippie way, because I am not a yogi or a vegan, vegetarian or anything. I just mean learning about yourself.
Yeah, you began to connect with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's the me and the I, right? So do you know Eckhart Tolle?
Yes.
And he had, I remember
I find it quite heavy, that reading.
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
I tried
I had it. I couldn't read it. I get through
started.
I read a paragraph and have to reread again. But I did watch him on some Oprah thing once.
Me too.
Remember when she had that Soul series?
Yes.
And he said that he was really depressed and he just didn't know where he was, didn't know who he was. And he realized that there was just sort of this, I feel this way, but then a me. And he was talking about that, and I didn't really get it. Honestly, I thought it was a little bit woo-woo, and it was over my head.
Yes.
But the older I got and the more I started to see there is sort of this inner connection that you can have with yourself, where you get to know yourself on a very deep level. And it takes years and years and years to get there. And then there's the more superficial version of ourselves. And
hello.
Is that my son? Oh, there's Jack.
Come back for more popcorn.
I want lunch. All right, well, you're going to have to wait.
Straight across the
Okay,
camera.
thank you. Thank you so much for not walking behind.
Hello.
All right. I bet you don't miss those days, huh? I'll have to edit that out.
There you go, you see. That's why 50s are better than 40s. Because you don't have... You can go to the cinema at 10 o'clock on a Friday morning. Friday being sort of like a Saturday. For the rest of the world. At 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's no one there.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about what time you get home, other than the dogs need to be fed. That is why 50's better than 40s.
Oh, I so believe it.
You.
Yeah, and that probably really
husband,
gave you the time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you get to connect with your husband again if you're lucky enough to have a great relationship, which I do. Although he really pissed me off this weekend, I have to say.
What did he do?
I can't even remember, but he was just really
bad.
annoying. Yes, I think we were emptying out the garage and discussing about what was going to be kept and not kept.
Oh my gosh.
Well, which you've probably just been through.
Oh, yeah,
house.
Yes, it's been. It's a lot of work.
And downsizing is it's a tricky call when and he wanted me to get rid of a lot of Christmas decorations, which I wanted to keep.
Oh,
so we
it's
went
like
into
a lot
it
of
with
things like
you
that.
can keep what you want to keep.
Yeah.
And then when we got into it, it was, why are you keeping that? Why are you keeping that? You're not very good at this. No. Anyway.
I know.
We digress.
I think no matter where you are in the world, who you are, what country, ethnicity, nationality, everyone has these issues with their husbands.
Yes.
It's universal.
Yes. But I do adore him. I love him. And I am just as annoying for him. I know that. So, but we've been married for 29 years. So,
wow.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
That's wonderful. My goodness. So, what did I want to ask you? Oh, I know. So, talking about sort of this awakening you've had, is there anything else you want to try out that you haven't tried? Do you have any fears or hesitations?
I am never going to jump out of an aeroplane.
Okay,
I'm
fair enough.
never going to bungee jump.
Would you swim with sharks?
Never. Never. Ever. I wouldn't even put my big toe in near a shark. There are things that I want. I want to travel more, see some more countries.
Okay. What's on your list? Anything in particular?
I want to go back to India. We lived in India for a year, but I love it.
Did you?
Yes, absolutely love it.
Where did you live in India?
We were in the south.
Okay.
For a year, with the military.
Kerala? What?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Actually, yeah, in that area, in that region. So I definitely want to go back there just because I love the people, love the country, love the
always
food.
wanted to go there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are lots of Brazil. I would love to go to Brazil. Is just right now. You're just thinking, when is anyone ever going to be able to travel again?
I know. I was talking to my doctor the other day, and she said she thinks it's going to be another 2 years.
Ouch.
I know.
It is an incredibly worrying time for the world.
Yeah. How has that affected your modeling? Because before, I mean, I will scroll some of Caroline's Instagram through this video, but I mean, you have done incredible campaigns.
I'm very lucky.
Just your beauty and just the way you pose, and
I love the different looks.
It's amazing what you do.
It's exciting.
Oh, it's exciting to look at the photos. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I can tell you, Caroline, that before I met you, one of my girlfriends just loved you, and she would always send your photos to me, but she didn't find them through your account. She actually found them on Instagram account. I think it's called 50 New Start, or one of those reposting accounts.
Yeah.
And she said, look how gorgeous this woman is. And then it suddenly became, oh my gosh, she's in Dubai. And then, I met her at an event or two, and it was just so interesting to see that. But the photos you do, I mean, it's straight out of...
It's photographers. It's really, it's not me at the end of the day, but
it's your beauty.
I love it.
Oh, she is so good.
I'm so excited about it too.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if I would have that same excitement, which I believe shows in your eyes, most importantly, if I'd been doing it from the age of 16.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Because obviously it didn't happen to me. But I love it, going somewhere and going for a casting. And it's not, I'm very lucky that I don't live on my pay.
Okay.
So if I go to a casting and I don't get it, it's not
the end of the world.
So I am very, very lucky in that respect.
So you're boosting your portfolio, really. You're adding to it and doing all these different types of shoots and...
Yes, which is the most important thing. If you're going to go to an agency, you've got to have pictures that make you look different.
So what was the most surprising thing to you about modeling? Did you think it was just going to be getting dressed up and doing the photo and then leaving? Like, what did you think going into this whole new career path?
The surprising thing? I think generally the people are really nice. I'm sure it is cutthroat. I think possibly more cutthroat if you're in your 20s.
Yeah, okay.
But the 20-year-olds come up to me and sort of treat me like their mum, which I love.
Nice.
I'm very happy with that. But it's a really quite a pleasant atmosphere. I'm not sitting in there looking at the person next to me thinking,
okay.
They're gonna get a job.
So it's not kind of like what you'd see in The Devil Wears Prada, that sort of thing? No. That hasn't been your experience.
Maybe that'll happen when I go to London.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to be sitting in a room full of grey-haired models. But luckily here, I'm in a pretty good position.
Yeah, you definitely are. I feel like I could see you in a Burberry ad just walking through.
Yes, please. Burberry.
But or the Ralph Lauren. Like you're that woman.
That is my dream, actually.
Really? I think
Ralph Lauren is on my vision board.
Oh, so you have a vision board?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And
the China, the Great Wall in China was on it.
Really?
Prior to China, yeah.
See, I'm a big believer in this. Whatever you put out there, the universe will bring it to you in ways sometimes you don't even expect. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. But even it wasn't like every day I was saying I want to go and run on the Great Wall of China. The picture was just on there, so I would just see it as I walk past.
Yeah.
I want to see gorillas more than anything in the world.
Do you?
Yes, I do. That is
really
one thing. And so for my 50th birthday, David had lost his job, so we didn't have a home. It was all a really bad period of time, my 50th birthday in that respect. So we did not see gorillas, and we still haven't seen gorillas. And one day,
where do you want to see them in? Rwanda?
Rwanda, yes.
Yeah. I went on a couple safaris over the last few years, and we would with my mom. And we would go to Eastern Africa, so Tanzania and Zimbabwe. We went to Zanzibar as well, but I remember when I was in Tanzania, I met this couple, a husband and wife. They were in their 50s, and same story. They're from Colorado. They wanted to see silverback gorillas. And they said that they were in Rwanda and they were hiking. And I mean, the story was crazy. Like they were in this, I don't know if it's a rainforest, whatever they were in. This gorilla went up to the husband and he pushed him against a tree. And he kind of just exerted some dominance, and then he kept going. And the guy is like, that was the coolest experience of my life. And I was just like,
they got that on film.
I don't know if they did or not. They never showed me. But I haven't thought about that since the story. Can you imagine that happening
in your life? Can you imagine for the rest of your life, that memory?
Yeah, that's a heck of a memory.
Huge.
That's a heck of a memory. Yeah. Well, I could see you doing it and doing some pose in your Ralph Lauren.
I definitely wouldn't be doing that if I was pushed up against the tree.
Oh my gosh.
But that is one, I'm passionate about gorillas. The way they use their hands.
Oh my gosh.
And babies.
Oh.
Their little hands.
That is so interesting.
Yeah. So, and that's on my vision board, but the China thing happened.
That's amazing. The gorillas, it's going to happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Just believe it. It's coming. I know it's coming. So if you're doing vision boards, what else do you do to sort of, to nurture that mind, body, soul? From, you've had this awakening and you've had sort of this whole shift in your life that's brought you to this, literally a new platform. And what do you do to take care of Caroline?
I do listen to audiobooks in the car.
Okay.
Which I listen to on repeat.
Oh, do you have any favorites?
Brene Brown.
Okay.
I love her. Jen Sincero.
I don't know. I know.
Is that Being a Badass or Be a Badass?
Okay. They're like empowerment type of books.
Yeah.
You are a badass.
I think you have to be.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So yeah, I like that sort of book. That just makes you strong.
Yeah. You
get out
kind of like
there
harness the energy of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So not sort of wishy-washy and la la la.
I
can't be doing that.
Do you meditate but you do exercise a lot?
Run.
Because your body is phenomenal.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
I had a lower facelift in November.
Oh, did you?
I did, and so that was no exercise for a month.
Okay.
Then I got COVID, so that was no exercise.
Okay.
And so I'm not in the best shape right now. As of the 31st of December, I got back into it.
Okay.
But it's a slow journey.
Is it?
But I'll get there.
Have you? I mean, she's probably a US size 0, and
no, I'm not. I'm a 3, I think.
Okay, she's a 3.
Yeah,
she is, but I mean,
0.
your body is incredibly toned, and it is so in shape. Have you always been like this, or is this something you consciously work on all the time?
It has always been important for me to be slim.
Okay.
Always. I guess I got that from my mum.
Okay.
Probably. She's always been slim, and I've always done some form of exercise. It was a lot easier back then to get into shape.
Okay.
It is definitely harder now, but I don't believe that it is impossible.
Okay.
It is harder, as in hormones changing. It's harder to lose weight. The fat sticks in certain areas, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to keep fighting it.
Oh, that's amazing. And I do notice when I look at these, because I do follow a few of the Instagram accounts for the women who are in their 50s, which you are constantly on. But it seems like one of the common denominators these are women who are very in shape and toned. And I think when you're constantly taking care of yourself like that, then everything else sort of comes with it. And you just feel better, you look better. I mean,
because you're not giving in.
Yeah, and you haven't let yourself go.
Mindset.
It is, definitely. Definitely. Well, I've gained about, honestly, 8 kgs over the past 2 years. So I'm trying to consciously work on that. Actually, this morning I weighed myself and I said, today is day 1, because I keep having a new day 1. But I was thinking of you and I thought, I should channel some of Caroline's energy into just pushing into kind of getting myself set up for, I guess, when I do enter my 40s. So
you do.
Yeah, you do. You inspire me.
Have an aim. Write it down.
Yeah.
And also tell other people about it.
Oh, okay.
So that they will be asking you.
It keeps you accountable.
It does.
Oh, interesting. So yesterday I had posted on my Insta stories that I was interviewing you, and I said if anyone has any questions, please send them in, and I did get quite a few. So a lot of them were actually around the same theme. So the first question is, do you eat anything sugary? Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you eat junk food? You do?
I do.
So what is your vice?
Maltesers, minstrels.
Oh, okay. Those are, Maltesers are like malt balls in the US, like Whoppers.
Yeah, but they're better. So at the weekend, I'm allowed sweet stuff.
Okay.
During the week, I don't eat refined carbs and I don't eat sugar.
Oh, okay.
So Monday to Friday in the world, except the Arab world.
Yeah.
I'm very strict. So no bread. If we go out and it's an Italian, that I'll eat pasta or I'll eat bread. But as a general rule, I'm very strict.
Okay, so it's more of a
plant-based
and protein-based diet?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes, and again, I'm not eating until lunchtime.
Oh, so you do the fasting?
Yeah, which I have done before this even became a thing, and I didn't realize it was a thing.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
a big
even
thing.
eat breakfast at school.
Really? Because you used to work at a school, right?
I did.
How long did you work at a school for?
6.5 years.
Wow, and what were you in admin?
I was.
Wow,
I was
look
a
at that.
receptionist.
This is, you know what this reminds me of? Did you ever watch the show Top Model?
Yes.
So way back when that show first started, I remember there was this one girl, can't remember her name, but she was very beautiful, just like you. And she was working at a convenience store somewhere in the US. And one of the judges said, this is always the story. These women, these girls come from the places you would least expect them. So look at you, school admin, and then she's in Vogue. That's amazing.
Yeah,
What do your coworkers think of that?
Very supportive, actually. Probably more supportive of that than they were when I went grey.
Really?
Yeah, not probably, definitely. Nobody was really supportive when I went grey.
So that was my next question. Someone wanted to know, why did you decide to go grey, and what was that whole experience like, and what products are you using on your hair now?
Products are a complete nightmare.
Are they?
But hopefully I'm going to be doing a live with Jack Martin. Have you come across Jack Martin,
No.
colorist? He took Jane Fonda grey.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a few other very famous people. And he will be coming to Dubai in March.
Oh,
so
no
we're gonna
kidding.
get together.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, he's a great guy, so friendly and helpful. He is the king of grey hair.
Really?
Yes.
So your hair is not colored at all?
Not at all, no.
So this is all just, you're not, because you look like you have highlights.
No.
Okay.
I don't. And it's actually very dark.
Yeah.
At the end.
Okay.
But, no, I haven't had any colour in it for 7 years.
Wow. Well, that must be nice for the salon bill, because mine's insane.
Well, that is one reason, is it not? That is one reason.
my
Plus
gosh.
the time.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're driving
crazy.
along in the car.
Yeah.
The sun shines through the roof if you're lucky enough to have a sunroof.
Yeah.
And these silver
It's
bits
like the skunk. I look like a
gleam.
skunk.
Yes.
I have, and all of mine come right where I like to part my hair. It's
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yes.
So when you decided to go gray, was your hair kind of like mine and then you just stopped coloring
No,
it?
very short.
Oh, it's very short.
Very short. I
Okay.
love short hair.
Okay.
It's the first time I had long hair in my life.
Really?
Yes.
And your hair is so thick and just, you have mermaid hair.
Looks like yours.
Yeah, but yours is a
This
bit
is-
longer, but yeah, you have gorgeous hair.
Thank you. It is healthy. I don't blow dry it. I don't really do anything to my hair.
Okay. Is it naturally straight? Or with a
just
bit of a
has a
wave?
wave in it.
Oh yeah, show us your hair.
Wow.
Wow. You have a Brooke Shields vibe going.
When I was younger, I was.
I believe
Yeah.
it. It's the eyebrows, the face, just everything.
I was. Oh my god, I loved Brooke Shields. I mean, I love her, but
I wouldn't be
loved
surprised
her.
if you end up
I
doing
know.
something with her. Yeah, but your hair, you have a lot of hair.
I do
It's
have a lot of
amazing.
hair. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So do you
But
have
hair
any?
genes.
You have good hair
at the
genes.
end of the day, it does help.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I would think you look like you have extensions in. There's so much
People
volume.
ask me that often.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
You're like, no, this is just me.
Just me.
So do you have specific shampoo conditioners you use?
I have tried every.
Okay.
And in fact, I messaged Jack and said I still have yellow bits in my hair, and I use so many purple shampoos, and he said it'll be curling tongs that have made it go yellow.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah, you'd have to get the yellow bleached out, which I'm a little bit nervous to do. I might wait until he's here and ask him if he'll do it.
Yeah.
But so when I have a job, generally they will use hot irons.
Yeah,
or
they do everything,
tongs.
right?
Yeah, and all that back combing too. And I think,
Yeah.
oh no, my hair's gonna fall out. Do you have to do that?
Sometimes too, when they have the tongs, you can see just the steam and the heat. You know how
and the
damaging it
crackle
is.
and
Oh gosh.
Yes.
I know that's happened to me before too, and then I'm just
That happens
hair
quite
masking like
often.
crazy
I know.
afterwards.
So I do use an oil. I put an oil through it, a good hair oil.
Do you use the
leave it on for
Kerastase or?
Fable and Mane I'm using at the moment.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah, I love the name.
Yeah, it's such a good. Where do you get that from? I've heard of it.
It was sent to me, and it's from the States, I think.
Oh, okay.
Although they're English. No, they're English. Brother and sister.
Oh.
So it must be English.
I can almost picture the label in my mind, but I
it has
can't
a tiger
quite.
on it. An orange box with a tiger's face on it.
Oh, interesting.
And I love Fable. To me is Indian. It's an Indian story.
Yeah, that's true.
Fable.
Aesop's Fables.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Wow, that's a nice connection. All right, and then someone wanted to know, what is the beauty compliment you receive the most?
My skin, probably.
Really? Well, you're on the right channel for that, because we're all about skin here.
Yes.
What do you do for your skin?
Use tretinoin and hydroquinone, which is compounded by my dermatologist, and Vaseline.
And Vaseline? So you put the Vaseline on top?
On top,
It's
yes.
like a slugging thing, right?
Yes, it is, and it's horrible.
Uh-huh.
And I really don't love.
But it works.
I use
though.
Avene cold cream.
Oh, do
instead
you?
of Vaseline sometimes.
Okay. And
yeah, that's it.
during the day, do you use your SPF?
Yes, I am using an SPF with colour in it at the moment.
Oh, okay. So like a tinted moisturizer type.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Which works well, and that's it.
Wow. So in your career, what are you most proud of so far in your modeling career with everything you've accomplished?
The first job, which was the campaign that put me in British Vogue 8 times in the first year, and that is
British Vogue 8 times in the first year.
Yeah, and that to me is a huge thing, and I'm really excited to have done that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, very happy.
Well, you certainly are so inspiring to me, and I know that you're inspiring so many women watching this. So
thank you. But be you at the end of the day. So I said that I'd had a lower facelift, and I don't know if I should say this, but I lost about 3,000 followers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when I told people that I had done that, and luckily I've got them back now. But you've got to find your own tribe.
It's true.
At the end of the day.
It's true.
You don't have to like everybody.
Yeah.
Don't be mean when you don't like them. Would be a good point.
But if they if they leave, they weren't committed to you in the first place.
Exactly.
So
and if you don't believe in somebody's vibe, then there is no point.
Yeah,
you don't necessarily have to message them and saying I'm unfollowing you.
Oh my gosh!
Or I unfollowed you.
People are crazy.
Yeah, weird.
So weird. But you
anyway,
look
find
amazing. Find your tribe. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a beautiful way to end this. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank
I
you
will
very
link
much.
everything of Caroline's down below, so you can find her Instagram and all other relevant links that she sends me. I will, of course, pass it on to you.